is the venue, huh? Seems pretty lively here.
Would suck if it rained. I mean, they're not doing anything suspicious. They're literally just talking. Are they saying something suspicious? Kaya! Kyla versus Luke. That'd be actually really quite amusing.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon, what a rare surprise. Did you really come all this way just to watch Timmy and me in the final?
Trounce the little kid.
Kaya? You made it to the finals? Wait, what about your work with the Knights of Favonius? You better not be slacking off again.
How long do you think these games take, Paimon? It's a super quick game. I think he can manage it on top of his duties.
Hey, come on now. That's no way to talk to a friend. Naturally, I wouldn't have considered entering the competition were I not already on top of my work. Enjoying a drink while playing a few rounds of cards. I can't think of a better way to relax outside of work. Can you? Oh, just be sure not to tell Diona I said that.
Well, since you're in the competition, have you noticed anything suspicious going on so far? You know, like people stealing other players' cards and that kind of thing.
Now that I look at these lanterns, they're totally a D8.
Stealing cards, you say? I'm afraid I haven't seen anything of that sort. Not while I've been playing, anyway. Why do you ask?
Well, we just ran into this journalist from Fontaine and she... Huh? Where'd Charlotte go? She was right here, wasn't she? Oh, I bet she snuck out to go find some tasty snacks for herself.
Mm-hmm.
Journalist from Fontaine. Oh, you mean the one from the Steambird. I do recall seeing a Steambird reporter listed in the Knights of Favonius visitor log.
Do you have a visitor log?
Yeah, that'll be her. She said that she saw a card snatcher at the tournament venue, so we're helping her investigate.
A card snatcher? How very interesting. But one question, Paimon. Are you sure that cards are really what this snatcher is after?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Hello, everyone! Your attention, please! The final is about to begin. Now, let's give a warm welcome to our two contestants.
Guess we'll have to leave it there. Let's continue this conversation another time.
Good luck, Gaia.
Thanks, Traveler.
Go get him, Kaya. We'll see you in a bit.
JR.
So, Traveler, who do you think is gonna win?
I actually don't know. I think that they're shooting pretty hard for Timmy to win, I'm not gonna lie, but I want Gaia to win.
Yeah, Kaya's quite the crafty one. He must have some tricks up his sleeve.
We must not give that child any more power than he already holds over the pigeons.
Either way, whoever wins is bound to make headlines. Wait, speaking of headlines, isn't that Charlotte's job?
Uh-huh.
Huh. Maybe she got caught up trying out all the delicious Mondstadt snacks. Let's go look for her.
I want to look at whatever's in that stand behind us, actually. This one. What is this? King of Invocations. A light novel. Oh, that's right. I do remember there being talk of this being a book. Would it be... Here it is. A light novel centered around the most popular card game in Teyvat. Genius Invocation TCG. The characters are unique and the story is exciting and full of twists, making it one of the hottest new works around. I mean, it's kind of like the Genshin version of like Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Dude, I only watched like a few episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came out and then I just got very lost and yeah. But it's technically a card game. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a card game. And it's a story centered around a dude who plays card games. Obviously, there's a much bigger plot going on. And the card game's a little more dramatic than this, given that the cards, like, actually spring up the creatures. But, yeah, same concept. I don't mind the cover. I mean, the yellow shirt's a bit boring, but looks interesting. I can roll, sweet baby Jesus. I'm doing it. Buckle up, guys. King of Invocations. Ere the end of a duel across a multitude of worlds, upon the domes of many a sky, the supreme rite unfolded in the most unexpected way. God, I still sound rough, and I've been talking for like half an hour. My apologies, friend, but a grand finale, or so they say, almost always ends this way. The other duelist descended the stairs of arcane rites, removing the crocodile mask and revealing the Prussian green complexion beneath, his features equally somber. Abby froze at the sight while drawing the cards out from the casket of tomes. Voice your grievances, vent your fury, insult me with your bitter sarcasm. So thought the one who had just taken off his mask. But the young man just went on to take out the cards before placing them gently on the table. Then he said, "If all finales shall end thusly, I'll gladly have this, for I've always wanted to duel with you." "Boss, will Abu win?" one of the sailors asked as the stench of dried fish permeated the ocean breeze. The unfettered figure sitting among them was none other than Dubar, the Lord of the Seven Seas, who had claimed such ownership through the right of duels. The man raised his goblet against the chill moon, blue light dancing on it. Why do you all play at night? It's weird. I suppose you play as a hobby after work. Actually, that does make sense. "She lose, I will twist off his head as promised." Wait, what? Twist off his head? Is that a translation error? What? But it's a pity that the wine from such a new vessel definitely won't taste as good. Ugh, look at what he just rolled. Well, seems like Lady Luck's shining the other way. Honestly, why didn't he use the trick I told him? But no cheating can pass unnoticed in the room of duels. It's not practical to have a few cards for dice conversion in your deck, said the little kitsune as she approached with a tray of dishes. This is exactly why Abu didn't want to learn the trick, and it's also why you ended up working here, a far cry from when you were the owner of the collector's parlour. Oh yes, Kui. This is the fish soup for table 17. Remember to serve it before it gets cold. Fine, got it, replied the young girl as she rose from the table, but her eyes were still focused on the figures cast in the sky. Not working. I can't get it connected. The dark-haired girl hid her face within the hood, electric arcs dancing around her fingers. Yet, one by one, the dice hovering around her broke and scattered as if being warned by something. The room of jewels is, well, it's just like another sacred realm. I don't know what's happening, but okay. Huh? Still not giving up, are we? Forget about it already. Given how even the Crocodile King failed to escape from that place, I'd be shocked if you could succeed, Nimue. I'd rather put faith in that lad. It's a long shot, though. Commented, incorrect grammar, punctuation, commented the knightly king of duels, Ariatos. It seemed that the knight couldn't care less about the possible death of his friend, who had helped the knight before restore his homeland. Jesus. What have we missed in this story? But how could I not feel a bit jealous, Abu, when your rival is the Crocodile King? It would be a good ending if the young man turned the tables miraculously. The game was already decided in the last round. Even the Lord of Combat, one who had been sealed here by the Ibis King for craving a grander war and attempting to erase the walls of the worlds, should be abandoned by combat itself. As in all other underdog stories, the young man, Abu, claimed victory. Oh, that's really anticlimactic the way it told us that. Name your wish, said the Crocodile King, incorrect punctuation once again, trying to hide the fact that his body was beyond repair and on the verge of death. Wait, what? Jesus, is it as dramatic as Yu-Gi-Oh? What? Abu tilted his head, watching as the king's body gradually crumbled into ashes. Though you live off war, not one day have you stopped quenching its flame, said the young man. He lowered his head. This would be too boring, said Abu. The world would be so boring without you. To me, you are... I wonder why we're missing quotation marks. You won't understand. Oh, by the way, it just occurred to me that I don't know your name yet. The Crocodile King saw an unfamiliar, dangerous smile forming on the young man's lips. That day, various worlds bore witness to the young man's wish. Let the walls shatter, and the war between worlds begin. I want rivers of blood to stain the earth crimson, and mountains of bones to pierce through the sky. Thus shall the Lord of Jewels endure. What? What? Cliffhanger? King of Invocations #1 grand ending. The hell? What? Why does he want to continue war? I thought he wanted to end it. Man, he's rough.
As in business, you always have to seize the
Anything else I can
while it's
gather?
there.
No free food. No.
Charlotte, what happened? You just disappeared without saying anything.
Oh, I just didn't want to bother you while you were catching up with your friend.
But Kaya's one of the finalists. Don't you want to interview him or something? You did say you were supposed to be covering the competition.
But she did say that she wants to find out the card snatcher as well.
I could churn out that kind of soft news piece in 5 minutes if I had to. Personally, I'm more interested in those two. From the moment things kicked off, they've been acting very strangely, like they're trying to stay out of sight. I'm sure they must be plotting something.
You mean there are 2 card snatchers?
They actually look like they're just trading cards.
Shh! Keep your voice down! We don't want to scare them off. We need to wait until we've got something concrete. Then we can use my camera to catch them in the act. Huh? Wait! Where'd the other guy go?
He's on the run!
After him!
He's casually walking, yet apparently he's on the run. Okay.
Huh? You seem like you've done this before. Do you spy on people often?
Would have been cooler if I actually had to follow him.
Oh, you're too kind.
It's not like the game
You
doesn't
should
have
see
that
the
mechanic.
celebrities in Fontaine, the lengths they'll go to try and avoid the public eye. Compared to...
Now he's running.
He's heading toward Mondstadt's side gate. Let's follow him, but quietly. We mustn't let him spot us.
Hey, Raymond. Sorry.
Now he's heading away from the city! How long are we gonna follow him for?
Well, they can't go far. The only way that leads to is water. Let's just get in a boat.
At this rate, we're gonna miss Kaya and Timmy's match!
Paimon, thinking about the important things. Look, one day we might level at a 90. I highly doubt it, but you never know. Where the hell is he going? This is very suspicious. What is even out here? Or is he bait,
like
drawing
he
us
stopped.
away?
Let's sit tight and see what happens.
While the other dude steals the cards.
Why'd he come all the way out here? Is he gonna hide something?
Nah, it's just a romantic tryst. You should probably leave.
And now he's crouching down with his hands above his head. Wait! Treasure hoarders! He's in trouble!
Yeah, well, sounds like a him problem.
Quick! We need to rescue him!
Shouldn't we observe first? See what happens? Hear what it's about?
Someone save me!
Adrian.
What are the treasure hoarders doing so close to the
Oh,
city?
wait. Hashtag priorities. Excuse me. It's been a while since I fought, alright? These event quests don't usually use much fighting.
Suffocate!
Eyes on me! I'll cut to the chase.
Are you alright?
Ha! Ha! We just left it behind! That's supposed to follow me. And we just abandoned it. That is so weird. I've never seen that happen before.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was all over for me.
Nearly was.
Those treasure hoarders, did you know them? It sure looked like they were here just for you.
Why would I know them? I was just out for a walk, minding my own business, and then the next thing I knew, I was surrounded.
Yeah, because that doesn't sound suspicious or anything.
Oh, really? Then why did they target you? It wouldn't be because of some dubious deal you were involved in at the tournament, would it?
Huh? A deal? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that's a shame. You see, I'm a journalist, and I just happened to snap a picture of you and one other individual in the middle of a deal back at the tournament. I was only going to ask you for an interview, but that was before you caused all this trouble. And now you're feigning ignorance of the deal in question. Maybe I'm just wasting my time. Shall I just cut my losses and hand over the evidence to the Knights of Favonius?
I don't even know why that would be sufficient inducement for him to speak. He didn't do anything that she really caught a picture of that could count as evidence against some sort of, like, scam or whatever. She just caught a picture of two people talking. He really shouldn't be scared of this.
Whoa. No, please. I'll talk. But you gotta believe me, there's nothing shady going on, I swear.
Wow. That was some serious bluffing on Charlotte's part. She didn't take any pictures at all.
Back at the tournament, I was approached by some random guy who said that he wanted to buy a card back off me. I said, okay, how much are you offering? And when he told me the amount, well, my jaw practically hit the floor.
I told you, it just looked like card trading.
Really? What kind of card back was it?
Nothing special. I just picked it up at the general goods store. It had a treasure chest design on it. I only bought it because it was dirt cheap. This guy, offered me 3 times what I paid for it and handed me the Mora right then and there.
Did you give him the card right then and there?
I could hardly believe my luck. So I decided to head somewhere less crowded and check the Mora was real. That's when I ran into the treasure hoarders.
Did you ask him why he wanted to purchase this item from you?
No, I didn't. Genius Invocation TCG has been getting pretty popular lately, and some people will pay good Mora to make their decks look flashy. It didn't strike me as that unusual.
Except for the amount.
But after I gave him the card back, he let out a sigh of relief and said something about, that's all the Mondstadt ones. Next stop, Liyue, or something like that.
Is he trying to collect them all?
Or something like that. He either said that or he didn't. How certain are you?
I'm positive. I know what I heard. Once the card was in his hands, he suddenly relaxed like a huge burden had been taken off his shoulders. It was genuine relief. Could that card back really be as valuable as he thought?
That I don't know, but in the interests of your personal safety, I suggest you report all of this to the Knights of Favonius. After all, you weren't doing anything against the law, were you?
Right? Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll go speak to the Knights of Favonius right away.
It sounds like that guy's just collecting rare card backs. Are you sure this is the person you're after, Charlotte?
Well, it definitely doesn't add up. You really think someone out there is going from nation to nation, shelling out huge sums of money for a few card backs bought from a grocery store?
Yes, if they want to complete the collection of every single TCG card in existence, yes.
My gut tells me that there's more to this story than the card back alone.
Mine tells me there isn't.
This entire situation reeks of exclusive news.
It screams to me of like a red herring, and you go off this massive tangent trying to find some sort of bigger story, and this dude is literally just trying to collect all the cards. That's what that screams to me, Charlotte. Do you think there's real treasure involved? Maybe it was designed by a famous artiste?
Oh, you mean
doubt it.
someone like Albedo? That would explain why only some people understand the true value.
Hey, why doesn't Albedo make some card backs?
Who knows? But wherever this leads, we're definitely onto something.
Oh, wait. Did that? I'm trying to remember when Sino and Tignati came to Mondstadt. And did Albedo make any card back? He did. He made a card back. I remember this.
Even though I didn't manage to get a good look at his face, his physique and the way he moved were identical to the card snatcher I saw last time. I'm sure it's the same guy.
I find it hard to believe that you saw all that and made that assessment after seeing the guy briefly twice.
He was much more discreet this time, though. I guess he didn't want to risk trying anything with so many potential witnesses around.
Or it's a different person entirely.
From the sounds of it, we need to head to Liyue next, right? Paimon can't wait! We have tons of friends in Liyue, too!
Are we going to play any card games in Mondstadt before we move on?
Shouldn't we check in with Kaya before we leave? Paimon at least wants to find out who won the final.
Ugh, it'll be Timmy,
Good
obviously.
idea. Let's go.
Damn Timmy. Can I just climb this? Boom! In the city already. Nailed it. You should probably set guards on that wall. It's super easy to climb. It's not very safe, guys. Kind of settled my stamina, though.
I can do this. I know.
Good for you, Sansa, Bard, who I've never met before. At least I don't think I've met you before.
I hereby declare the winner of the Mondstadt Regional Final of
Told
the
ya.
King of Invocations Grand Prix is Timmy!
There's no way it could have ended any other way.
Wow, Timmy won! That's amazing!
That sucks, Paimon.
I was beaten by the best. Timmy's a tough opponent. He had me on the back foot the entire time.
At least you were gracious in defeat.
It's all right. You don't need to comfort me.
I wasn't. I was actually complimenting you, but sure.
This must be the journalist from Fontaine you mentioned earlier. Charlotte, was it? Enchanté.
Oh, aren't you adorable?
I'm Kaya, cavalry captain of the Knights of Favonius. I trust you're enjoying your time in Mondstadt?
The pleasure is all mine. Mondstadt's reputation as the city of song and freedom is truly deserved. The mood here is simply delightful.
Yeah, but the city's tiny.
I'm glad you're liking it. Oh, by the way, I couldn't help but notice you all rushing towards the city's side gate earlier. Did you find something? I couldn't get it off my mind, even during the competition.
You couldn't help notice us rushing to the city's side gate earlier. You can't see the city side gate from where we're standing. So how could you have known that's where we were running to, Kaya? You tell Kaya everything that happened.
I see.
So, it seems we have an answer to Kaya's question from earlier. What the card snatcher's really after is these card backs.
Well,
But
obviously.
we still haven't figured out why he cares so much about them.
Why else would they be snatching cards?
Well, while I'd love to accompany you all to Liyue Harbor, I'm afraid I still have my Knights of Favonius duties to attend to.
Says the guy who was totally in Samara not long ago.
In fact, our top priority right now is strengthening Mondstadt's defenses. Treasure hoarder activity has been increasingly rampant lately.
Why? What are they after now?
Don't worry, we'll keep you in the loop if we find anything. In fact, if Charlotte's journalistic instinct is on point, you'll probably be reading her exclusive report in the Steamboat before long.
Wonderful. Then I look forward to reading all about it.
Thanks for supporting quality journalism.
Huh.
Okay, let's take tonight off and head to Liyue Harbor tomorrow. It'll give me a chance to write down everything that's happened today.
It'll take you 2 seconds. But are we really not playing cards?
Oh, Paimon wanted to ask. See the 2 people on this poster? Are they the inventors of Genius Invocation TCG? They look so young.
Maybe, but very little is known about either of them.
You know, I was going to bring it up earlier, back when we first were talking with Charlotte, as to whether we were going to delve into the mysteries of who actually created the TCG. But now they're actually mentioning it, so we may go this way.
Whether they've been living under a rock this whole time or just aren't interested in fame, I don't know. But hardly anybody has ever seen them.
The poster's probably just an artist's impression to capture the general look and feel of the duo.
I agree with that.
Beyond that, I doubt it's very true to life.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're a couple of socially reclusive scholars. If Paimon were in their shoes, she'd be showing up to all the events, signing autographs, selling cards, and probably getting complimentary food and drink.
Yeah, that's because you're shallow. You've got the depth of
I
a puddle.
approve. And to top it off, you could play a few rounds of Genius Invocation with everyone.
I was reading up on the game's inventors before I came to Mondstadt. I was originally hoping to arrange an interview with them, but I soon discovered that there's no mention anywhere of where they live or of any Genius Invocation events that they've attended.
So how did the game spread? How do people learn the game?
It's as if they've designed the game and then never played it again.
What a mysterious couple of game designers.
Either they don't want to play the game, or they're unable to. But they must have their reasons.
I wonder if they'll show up at all during the King of Invocation's Grand Prix.
Maybe, if you get lucky. And based on my experience, the Traveler seems to have no shortage of that.
Huh. Sorry, just I know I sometimes predict that things happen. And I know I didn't say it when I was thinking it earlier, I've only mentioned it now. But it's weird if this does come to pass and we do go more into the origins of the TCG. That'd be really weird that I would have called that.
Oh, really? Well, that gives me one less thing to worry about.
Hearing that put you at ease puts me at ease. Grammatically correct, but damn, it's a mouthful. They couldn't have found any other way to phrase that. Hopefully my luck won't run out anytime soon. Well, I'm glad that the Traveler's lucky because I'm not, so I guess we balance each other out.
Anyway, our focus is still on tracking down the card snatcher.
I mean, I'm no Bennett, but still.
I heard Snezhnaya has an old saying. If you try chasing 2 rabbits at once, you'll only end up empty-handed.
Is that actually a saying?
Well, the Traveler and Paimon can always split up and chase 1 rabbit each.
Yeah! Get rid of Paimon! Let's do it.
Oh, okay. Now Paimon's feeling hungry.
Of course you are.
We can worry about all this later. Right now, it's time to get some grub.
Don't call it grub. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Some slang in this world just infuriate me. I hate the slang grub. Ugh.
You can always trust Paimon to know where life's priorities lie.
Yes, stomach.
If it's food you're after, I recommend taking a look at the nearby stalls.
Can I not just play the TCG?
The tournament has brought quite a crowd, so there's a lot of fun to be had around the venue.
Sounds great. Thanks, Kaya.
Okay, quest 1 completed. Okay. It looks like there are actually multiple mini games as opposed to just the card game. A Tour of Wonders. Onea from Mondstadt seems to have something to tell you. I have no idea who this person is. It's a quest? Okay. What are we buying with these? Hold up, back up. Yeah. So we just get miscellaneous items. Okay. Wait, what was this? Nah, only one type. Weapon reward. Meet the following requirement to claim weapon. Ibis Piercer. I don't really need it, but okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Did I hit go to quest? Holy shit. Okay, navigate. Oh, so you're Onea, or whatever the name was. Okay, it's just going to keep clicking through new quests, isn't it? No, that's the last one. Okay. Hello? Please wait. Are you also here for the King of Invocations Grand Prix? I certainly am. Oh, hey, Mika's here. If you have a minute, I'd like to tell you a little about this event hosted by the Adventurers Guild called A Tour of Wonders. Let's hear it. Thank you. Then I'll go ahead and introduce the basics of this event. Simply put, the Adventurers Guild has placed multiple scenic checkpoints in various locations across Mondstadt. All you have to do is find these scenic checkpoints and mark your sightseeing handbook with the commemorative stamps at each location. The challenge will be considered complete once you find every scenic checkpoint and collected all the stamps. Sure, sounds like something the Adventurers Guild would host. You put a lot of thought into the placement of these scenic checkpoints. However, as long as they're not in bloody Dragonspine. Some of them are located in remote areas, and I can't guarantee they're entirely clear of monsters. Wait, so this is meant to be an event for, like, everyday people. Yet there are monsters in the locations. That doesn't sound like a good idea. But I'm sure that dealing with those monsters will be a walk in the park for someone as experienced as you. I'm not concerned about myself. I'm concerned about others. And that's all from me. Here's your sightseeing handbook. Have fun. In A Tour of Wonders, you must complete challenges and claim stamps at scenic checkpoints. Once you've completed said challenges and defined challenges, obtain the stamps, you can obtain the corresponding rewards. Okay, Dawn Winery, let us go. Oh, Dawn Winery. Sorry, shifted in chair. Lost opportunity. Damn it. Ugh. Look, if I'm using this thingy that requires 150 weekly items, I gotta need to start collecting shit, right? Alrighty. Define a challenge. Sorry, it's gonna require my stamina. Let me just retrieve that. My word, it replenishes so slowly. Okay. What do you want me to do? I'm pretty sure we'll make it with a lot of time to spare. They usually give you an immense amount of time in which to do these things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonus! Get the animo flies as you go. How did that not register? What? I literally went straight through it and I was gliding. Whatever. See? We're at the end and we have 1:15 to spare. I give way too much time for these. Bam! I guess it's a Dawn Winery. Cool. Next. Complete. You didn't! This is what I get for playing an event immediately after it goes live. Okay, 2 days later, but close enough. It's my own folly. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. I should have waited, but I needed to play Genshin.